Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to start a brand new series of solving the Leetcode questions. So day 1, we have question number 21, merge two sorted lists at our hand. So I'll just go ahead and I'll zoom in for the better view, and we'll try to understand the statement in detail. The problem statement states you are given the heads of two sorted linked lists. So we have linked lists and those lists are sorted, and the name of those lists are list 1 and list 2. Now merge the two lists in one sorted list. So we have to merge these two lists, and we have to make a sorted list out of them. The list should be made by splicing together the nodes of the first two lists. Now there's a catch that we can't just copy the nodes of these two lists. We have to merge the original nodes of the lists. So we'll just go ahead and we'll try to understand the statement with the help of an example. Here we have these two lists. The first one is 1, 2, 4, and the second one is 1, 3, 4. So we have to merge them, and you can see in the result, we can see we have 1 which is in purple, and after that we have 1. So as these two have the same values, so we can rearrange them the way we want. But after that we have in the first list we have 2, and in the second list we have 3. So remember earlier the question said that we have to make a sorted list, so we have to sort these values as well. Because 2 is a smaller value than 3, then the 2 should come before 3. So after this second one we will bring this 2, and after this 2 we will have 3, and after this 3 we will have 4, and after 4 we will have another 4. Right, so in this way we can retrieve a sorted list out of these two lists. Now we have an example which is exactly imitating the above example. We have first list and we have the second list, and we are merging these two, and after that we are getting our sorted list in the result. And after that let's see another example. We have list 1 which is empty, we have list 2 which is also empty. So empty plus empty, we will again retrieve an empty list, and same goes for the third example here. So we have a test case, or I should say we have a base case here. Now, for example, in this case we have a same size of these two lists. But what if we have one list containing 3 nodes and the second list containing 4 or 5 nodes? What will happen then? So in that case, if I just go there, or I just open up a new notepad just to make you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Right now I have these two lists, 1, 2, 4, and after that I have 1, 3, and 4. What if I have another list 5 and 6? What if I have a list like this, in which I have 2 spare nodes, which makes the second list greater in size than the first list? What will happen then? So in that case we will merge these two lists up till here, and after that we will just print out the remaining part of the second list, which is actually a sorted one. Because in the question you can see in this example we are having the nodes that are independently sorted. This first list is sorted in itself. We see 1, 2, and 4, and this second list is also sorted. We have 1, 3, 4. So we don't have to sort this remaining part, but we will just go ahead and print out this the remaining part of this second list. right? So let's just go ahead and try to write a code for this. Now when it comes to solving linked list, we usually have a dummy node from where we start solving this question, or from where we start iterating through the list. So let's just call it a dummy node, and I will assign this list node. We have to write it list node. Now what I'll do, I'll just store this in a value head. So our dummy node is stored in head. So basically our new list, which will be our output, is starting from this head, and this head is a dummy. It doesn't has anything saved inside of it. So what we'll do, we have to merge these two lists, right? So we can only merge them if we have values in them, right? So if we will go ahead and write a while loop to iterate through these two lists, we have to do it when we have the values in them. So I'll write while list 1 and list 2 has values, then do whatever you want to do next, right? So after that, remember we had to sort our values in the output list as well. So we will go ahead and write a condition. We will write if list1 dot val is less than list2 dot val. This line actually is saying that check if the value of list1 is less than the value of the list2 node. If you are confused that where this val is actually coming from, you can just go ahead and take a look here. We have a class written in which we have our value and we have our next. So the next refers to the next node coming in the linked list, and the value is the current node's value, right? I'll just go ahead and I'll comment out this again. In Leetcode, you don't really have to write the class. You get it pretty much embedded in the system, so you can just go ahead and write your your code to solve the problem, and these sort of things will be used by themselves. So if the current node value of list 1 is less than the current value of the list node 2, which I mean to say is, let's take the example of this second nodes of these two lists. When the pointer will be of the pointer of the list 1 will be on this 2, and the pointer of the list 2 will be on this 3, you will check whether this 2 is less than this 3 or not. So this is what we are actually trying to do here. So if the value of list 1 is less than the current node's value of list 2, then what you have to do is just go ahead and put that value into the next node of the head. Remember, at the first iteration we have nothing in this head, we have this dummy value. So what I mean by this is head dot next basically means dummy dot next. So the it means next node of the dummy, right? So we will just go ahead and we'll assign value of list 1 to this head dot next node, and after that we will just go ahead and put the pointer of list 1 to the next node of the list. So in this line I'm actually asking my pointer to go from this 1 to this 2. So I'm just moving this pointer from one value to the next value or next node, right? So if the current node's value is less than current node's value of list 2, then do this. Otherwise just go ahead and do the opposite. What I mean by that is just take the head dot next and put list 2 in it, and after that I just have to I have to move the pointer of the list 2 to the next node as well, like I did with the list 1. Now after that, uh, I'm using these two lines to move the pointers in these independent lists. But after doing that, I have to move the pointer in the output list as well, right? So I'll just go outside of this if condition, and I will just write head is equal to head dot next. So I'm just asking in the output list to push the pointer to the next node, right? So if I take example here, after going from 1 to 2, which says in line 14, and after going from 1 to 3, which says in the line 17, I'm just asking my output list to go from 3 to 4, right? When we will go in this second iteration. Okay, so after that, remember I told you we will have a case in which the size of the list will not be the same, and we will have to print out the remaining part of the list. So we have to write the code for that as well. So if I just go ahead and open up this notepad again, you can see if the remaining part of list 2 is available, then we will just go ahead and print the list 2 part, right? And similarly, if we have, for example, remaining part of the list 1 available, we will just go ahead and print out the list 1, right? This is as simple as that, nothing crazy about it. So I'll just go ahead and I will write a condition in which first of all I'll just go outside of this loop, and I will look if I have the remaining part of the list 1 available. If the list 1 is still available, so I'll just ask my pointer in the output list to just go ahead and print out this first list. And else if I have list 2 still available, then do the same for list 2. Okay, so after all that, I'll just go ahead and I will return my dummy.next. Right, remember at the start we took this dummy node, and all the list that we have created is basically started after this dummy node. So at the start we have this dummy node, and after that we will have this output, right? So I'm just asking my code to return all the things that are next to dummy. So I'll just go ahead and I will hit this submit button. So you can see this question is submitted, and it is only submitted when your code is right and passes all the test cases. So I think that is it for this video, and soon we will solve many more questions on the Leetcode platform. So goodbye.